and we appreciate you so very much. We're not going to be very long today, and we thank you guys for sticking with us in this 2018 new year.
Yes.
We're going to jump right into the word as we do, and...
Rule, boy, I tell y'all.
That was Isaiah.
Y'all see it?
Okay. So we're going to jump right into the word. Very, very quick passage. One verse we're looking at today.
Guys.
And so this is...
One verse.
He's so animated. All right. One verse we are dealing with today, and it's going to come from where?
Exodus.
Exodus.
We're going to Exodus this place.
Yes, we are.
Exodus 4 and 21, guys.
Exodus 4 and 21.
And it reads,
All right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, When thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou doest all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thy hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
All right. So, this is a very, very familiar passage.
Yes.
Moses and Pharaoh, let my people go.
Let my people go.
Even the saying, I am that I am.
Yeah.
That is in this. This is God speaking to Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Moses, from the beginning, if you read into Exodus, you're going to learn that from the beginning, Moses was a chosen vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Moses was a chosen vessel. Where others died, Moses lived.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So Moses, from the very beginning, that's key. Listen, from the very beginning, Moses was chosen. How do we know? Because it was destined for every firstborn male.
To be what?
Killed.
All right.
And Moses was in that count.
Mm-hmm.
However, the hand of favor was shed from Moses when his mother wisely held unto him for a little bit, let him get older. She hid him. She hid him for as long as she could.
And what else she did?
She held onto him, but she put him in a basket,
Right.
placed him in the river. And the sister, Miriam, watched that baby flow through the river until it got to...
Who? Pharaoh
daughter. Pharaoh's daughter got that baby and cared for that baby. Now that's another passage that, we can really go into that.
Whole different story.
But here, when Moses finally grew up, he had gotten married, had children, the Lord came back to Moses and basically let him know what his mission was.
Right.
And his mission was to set his people free from Egypt.
Yep.
So they were under the cruelty and the taskmasters, the hard taskmasters of Pharaoh.
Right.
And here it is, God was sending Moses back to Egypt to free his people from Pharaoh.
Right.
Now, from the beginning, Moses was chosen.
Right.
Now, let's read this passage again, very slowly.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
The Lord said unto Moses,
When thou goest to return to Egypt,
when you go back into Egypt,
see that thou doest all those wonders before Pharaoh.
all these things that I showed you, you got to read in the passage to see all that God had showed him. He said, all these things that I have shown you, I want you to do those wonders before Pharaoh.
Which I have put in thy hand.
These things that I have put in your hand. Let's stop right there. Let's take a moment and dwell for 2018. This entire year, we need to think about not just our present, but our future.
Right.
We have a mission.
What's the mission?
And God has placed some things in our hand.
Right.
Now, this was given to Moses from a baby, but Moses did not know that. He did not get true understanding of what his mission was until God dealt with him through the burning bush, and he began to speak with him and tell him what he needed him to do. God was telling Moses, what I need you to do. I need you to go back to Egypt, and I need you to free my people. Right. You need to know that there is something in your belly that God has given you. And he has placed your hands to this. And it is important that you do all that God has shown you.
That's right.
All right? So let's keep reading.
But I will harden his heart.
He say, but I will harden his heart.
That he shall not let the people go.
That Pharaoh do not let the people go. I want to encourage someone today. When you're striving to do all that you know how, when you are putting your everything into what you know God is showing you, and what you believe according to the scriptures, and what he has revealed and manifested to you, and you share that word, and you take that word, and you give it to others, and it seems as if nothing changes.
Right.
Sometimes the heart is hardened from the very beginning.
Amen.
Doesn't mean you can't do what you need to do. Doesn't mean you were not called to do what you need to do.
Right.
Does not mean that, oh, I didn't hear God like I was supposed to. No, you heard him.
You heard him.
But
You
the enemy's heart was hardened.
Right.
And sometimes when you're doing the work of ministry, it looks like you can't see past what's present. Like, Lord, nothing's changing. Nothing's moving. Nothing's happening.
Right.
Sometimes the heart is hardened from the very beginning. Just like Moses was chosen by God.
Right.
There are some that was chosen from the womb by the enemy. Right. And Pharaoh heart was hardened by God. And everything, the wonders and the signs that Moses showed through the hand of God, he showed Pharaoh. Pharaoh said, at one point, I'm going to let your people go. Soon as the tragedy stopped, he said, I ain't letting your people go.
Right.
That he'll go back in and God will do something else and cause another tragedy. And Pharaoh said, I'm going to let your people go. Go, I'm going to let your people go. And as soon as the tragedy stopped, he said, I ain't letting your people go. My God.
Double-minded man.
Help us today. Now, you got to know that God was in control from the very beginning. Right. Even if it does not look like anything is happening, you got to continue to trust him and you got to stand on his word. He was hardened. Pharaoh's heart was hardened all the way to his death. Man. Somebody's going to leave here with a hard heart. Glory to God, because you were destined for the enemy's work from the very beginning. That's right. But those of you that have an ear to hear, let them hear what the Spirit said to the church. That's right. Glory to God. I thank y'all today for listening to us. We've got a
goo.
We
got a goo, guys.
But before we go,
we end like this.
we end like this.